30秒前、30秒前。
NISS, NISS. This is 8 November 3 November Delta. 8 November 3 November Delta. Now it's a scheduled time for school contact. Can you copy me over?
8 November 3 November Delta. This is November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra. I have you loud and clear, ready for questions. Over.
Okay, your signal is very good. My handle is Aru, today's control operator. So back to you, Raja. Over.
And looking forward to it. I can hear you well as well. Over.
Okay, now start our questions. Are you ready? Over.
I am ready. Over.
This is Aoi. When did you decide to become an astronaut? Over.
Hello, I dreamed of it when I was about 5 years old, and then I started seriously pursuing it when I was about 30, when I was in test pilot school and realized it was possible. Over.
This is Ali. Was your mission impacted by COVID-19 restrictions? What measures were taken to stay safe and healthy? Over.
Ari, it was definitely impacted. We could not go in person for several months to training and did a lot of remote training, so I was never able to go to Scuba Japan and had to do it remotely. And then all of our trainers and us were tested many times for COVID throughout the training program and wore masks and stayed far from one another as much as we could during training. Over.
This is Mari. How many pieces of luggage can you usually bring from the Earth? Also, what did you bring this time? Over.
Hello, Mari. We can bring about a suitcase about the size of half of a carry-on that you would take on a normal airplane. But then there's also lots of packages of food and clothes for us up here that they send in cargo vehicles. What I brought in my small carry-on were pictures of my family, also some patches and memorabilia from different Air Force units I was in. Over.
This is Shion. How do you move from a spacecraft or rocket to the ISS? Over.
So, Shion, we have what's called a docking system and a docking adapter. It has a ring that attaches to the docking adapter on the space station. They pull together, and then we pump the air out from pump air in between them, and then open the hatches on both sides, and then can flow through. Over.
This is Lily. What is the best thing about being in space? Over.
Hello, Riri. I think my favorite thing is that you can make upside down look right side up, and you can walk on the walls and the ceiling, and it all seems normal. Over.
This is Sayaka. What was the most dangerous thing you experienced? Over.
So, Sayaka, I think probably the riskiest thing is both launch and then also the spacewalks, and putting Tom and Kayla, my crewmates, into their spacesuits and then sending them outside the space station and making sure we followed all the procedures to make sure they were safe. Over.
This is Kotoha. What do you do if you get ill? Over.
Hello, Kotaha. We have several packages of medical treatment kits. Also, all of us are trained on trauma medicine, and then we also have a person who's a doctor on board and doctors on the ground that can answer questions. So we have lots of ability to treat minor illnesses and major trauma injuries. Over.
This is Anna. What do you want to do after you come back to Earth? Over.
Hello, Anna. I think I will like to spend some time with my kids. They are 7, 10, and 12, so I miss them, and I will give them hugs, and then probably take a trip with my family and my children somewhere. Over.
This is Haru. How did you learn English? Over.
So, Jaru, English is my native language, but I also had to learn Russian as part of the NASA training. I'm still not very good at it, but we take classes with instructors at Johnson Space Center and also practice when we go to Russia for training. So it takes many, many years. I've been doing it for 4 and still I'm not very good. Over.
This is Emily. How do you maintain levels of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the ISS? Over.
Hello, Mary. We what's called the ECLIS system, the environmental control system. It both scrubs carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere, and a lot of the technology we are using and testing here are things that we hope the Earth can use as well to scrub carbon dioxide. And then for oxygen, we actually split water, wastewater, the hydrogen and the oxygen, and recycle the oxygen out of the water, and then pump the hydrogen overboard. We also can replenish oxygen from new tanks that come up on cargo vehicles if we need to. Over.
This is Akane. What made you to become an astronaut? Over.
Hello, Akane. I think I always have liked flying, and then more importantly, the idea of doing research and science that helps people on Earth and exploring new things and learning new things as humans is what inspired me to want to be an astronaut. Over.
This is Misa. What did you think when you first experienced voice restlessness? Over.
Hello, Mesa. At first, it felt like being on a roller coaster when you come down, except unlike a roller coaster, where it only lasts seconds, in the Dragon capsule Endurance on our launch, it kept lasting and you kept floating, and it was quite amazing that you could use such a little bit of force to move around in weightlessness. We love it. Over.
Okay, next question is cancelled. So we finished all questions. Thank you for the nice schedule contact. All students never forget this precious experience. Anyway, can you hear Japanese tourists, Mr. Maezawa and Mr. Hirano? Over.
Thank you very much for the contact. I enjoyed your questions and enjoyed talking to you. Japan looks very beautiful from space, and we love looking out the window at it. Over.
Okay, we hope to see you again, Roger. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Best regard to all crew, especially for Japanese tourists, Mr. Maezawa and Hirano. From Notredame Jogakuin Junior and Senior High School Radio Club, signing off and clear 73.
And Kapi is signing off as well. I will tell Yozo and MZ hi for you. We welcomed them yesterday. Enjoy your Christmas and New Year's as well. Signing off, November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra. Over.
Okay, November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra 8 November 3 November Delta. Thank you.